Okay. What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of Tyler Perry's Ruthless, episodes 11, 12, and 13. They dropped 3 episodes on us, y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, I was mad about that. I'm waking up thinking, oh, okay, I gotta watch one show, write my notes, da da da. I go to goddamn BT Plus, 3 damn episodes. Goddamn. So I'm like, goddamn, I gotta watch 3 episodes and review them all. That way, when I do my next week's review, it'll just be 1 episode. So we about to get into it. I'll put timestamps in the comments when I talk about each episode. Right now, we're going to dive into episode 11. So if you have not seen Tyler Perry's Ruthless, what season is this? God damn. What season is this? I guess it'll be quicker for me to go to BC Plus. I don't know what season this is, guys. Bear with me. Let me see. Move faster, phone. This is season 4. Okay. My bad. So if you have not seen Tyler Perry's Ruthless season 4, episode 11, turn this video off. Go watch the episode and come back and watch this video. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. It's a simple and free way to support my channel. It literally takes less than 4 seconds to do. It helps my engagement. And, I mean, I'm a good time. Whatever. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post. I am not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words. You will hear me say, so, like 1,000 times. I will stop to regain my thoughts. I will slow my speaking down and regain my thoughts. It is what it is. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave a comment below what you would grade this episode, what you thought of the episode. If I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, let me know in the comments. And anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with this show. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I'm going to have to grade this mid-season premiere. I'm going to grade it... I gotta give it a C minus. I'm sorry, because that Lacey scene, I didn't want it. And I said I didn't want it in the mid-season finale. I was like, I didn't want it. I don't want them to show the damn shit. And they showed it anyway. I should have known they was going to show it. I have to give it a C minus. Last Chance, Tyler Perry, season 4 of Ruthless, episode 11, the mid-season premiere. We're about to get into it, about to spoil it episode, so if you haven't seen it, you shouldn't be watching right now. So the episode reconvenes from the mid-season finale where the FBI is coming to the compound. The siren goes off in the compound. Elder Mother, she has the woman rush to the kitchen to get the cyanide for everyone to drink. Or everybody, all the rest of the people start arming themselves with weapons. Had weed on my lip, my bad. So Daikon, he goes to the gate, talks to the FBI, and the highest, he sends River to fetch his gun. When River goes to retrieve the gun, he finds out where the money is being hidden at. It's like under the little cot that the highest sleeps on. So we get the same Ruth tells Joan that the children are coming back tonight. I mean, we kind of already knew that. So Cal and Desiree, they're asking Daikon to speak to the highest. Daikon says he's resting. So then they show him a picture of Aaron and ask him, have you seen this man? And Daikon's like, why would you think he's here? And then they tell him about Aaron's phone pinging off the cell tower over here in this area. Daikon says, we haven't seen him. Desiree asks, can they come and look inside? Daikon says no. And Cal tells Daikon that Aaron is the son of someone who's number 3 in the White House. So he's the son of someone special. So Daikon, he tells them if he's not here to leave, they leave a picture with him. Like, if you see him. So River, he suggests to the highest that he goes to get a closer look to hear what's going on. The highest, he allows the shit. That's why River ass be everywhere. When you see him on the oval and shit, he just be like, hello. Fuck are you, Joe from You? Desiree and Cal, while they stand in front of Daikon, they getting information through comms that they're surrounded or outnumbered, basically. So Desiree's like, oh, we have all we need here. River comes out like, hello. It's like, now you came out wrong timing, nigga. They was about to leave. Now you come out having extra conversation with these niggas and shit. Now you make sure that they see your face and all that. It's just like, okay. Whew, excuse me. So, Daikon tells River, like, go back inside. River's like, the highest wants to make sure that things are going well. And he's like, it's a lot of women and children in here. So Desiree and Cal, they've been told through comms, we don't see any children here. Daikon, he tells them, next time y'all come, make sure y'all come with the sheriff. We have a rapport with him, da-da-da. And they hop in their truck and they leave. And I called this shit. I said, I didn't know that I was reviewing the mid-season finale at the time I was reviewing episode 10. I thought it was just episode 10. Because Tyler Perry's shows be going all the way up to the 20s. So I don't be knowing when the mid-season premiere coming. I don't be knowing when shit about to go off. But when I was reviewing episode 10, I definitely said that it ain't going to be shit. They just going to go up there, have some banter, and they going to leave. I knew it wasn't going to be shit. They try to leave that as a cliffhanger, like we was thinking, oh, they about to, the FBI about to get up in there now. No. So Daikon, he immediately goes to the highest. He tells him why the FBI came. The highest, he tells Daikon to bring Aaron to his trailer immediately so we can find out who he is. Daikon yells, everybody stand down, everybody stand down. But he does tell the guards, be on high alert all night. So they asked, like, what about them blue tickets my elder mother gave her, all the men? So Daikon was like, I'm going to ask the highest about that. Because remember, Daikon still don't know what the fuck that's about. I didn't even know he got a ticket. Until later on he says it. Or somebody says Daikon has a ticket. I think he says it. I don't remember. But I was like, oh shit, he's not enlightened? Wait, now that I think about it. Yeah. This nigga Daikon said he got a ticket. Why did you get a ticket and you're supposed to be enlightened? The highest definitely fuck you. You was his first. His first of at that cult fucking niggas, I guess. I don't know. So Lewis, George, Manny, they all got blue cards. They wondering what's about. Why Manny got a goddamn blue card? That dick is... He can't fuck shit, but his dick all cut up. But they all got blue cards. They wondering what it's about. Lewis and George had to tell Manny that the punch had cyanide in it and they all supposed to drink it to kill themselves. And Manny just still shocked, like, I can't believe this stuff was happening here. He's still like just in shock that this shit is crazy. So he's like, what is y'all plan of getting out of here? George is like, oh, I will tell you tomorrow. So Manny, he leaves to go to his post, and George is like, I still don't trust him. I don't trust Manny. So Joan, she goes to the roof. She suggests, like, when the children come back, let's just take the money and leave. Roof like, how we gonna do that? River comes over. He tells them the FBI is looking for Aaron and Laura. They need to make a move now. He tells them he knows where the money is hidden. He says he'll get the highest high tonight and then take the money and they can sneak out, and he gonna sneak out through the back door. So River is like, so Ruth asks, like, how are we gonna get out? That's when they present this new character. This nigga's definitely new. I haven't seen him before. Unless he been in the super background, I just haven't noticed. But apparently now this is all of a sudden, this is, what's his name? River's little lover. So he's like, I'm sleeping with one of the guards. Like, he's in love with me, all that stuff. He gonna get us out. So Ruth and Joan, they trying to figure out who is the guy, who is the guard. And River's like, don't worry about it, you'll meet him tonight. He tells Ruth, like, grab your daughter, you make sure you by the gate at 3 p.m. 3 a.m. So Daikon, he goes to get Aaron. He tells him, like, the highest wants to see you. He wants to find out who you are. Because the FBI came for you or something like that. I don't know if I can't remember. Did he tell him? I can't remember. So Aaron's like, my dad is a senator. He's like, if you let me go, I won't say anything. Aaron, he takes Daikon to the highest trailer. And the highest tells Aaron, I'm gonna have the guard take you outside of town to make a call to your parents and tell them that you're fine and you're doing good or whatever. And then when you come back here, I'll let you and your wife go. Mind you, his wife's mind you, the highest land on his wife's legs, getting his hair stroked by her. So Daikon has the soldier, the one that's supposed to be River's lover, has him go prep the truck to take Aaron. So this is when we find out this is River's secret lover. They together, they kissing. He's like, River goes to Peter. He's like, tonight's the night. You gonna meet me in San Diego, something like that. Peter's like, I gotta take care of Aaron first. And then he tells him, just be ready when I get back. So Elder Mother, she goes to get Zane. Come on, girl. Let's go get Lacey prepared for the night. Like it's a goddamn show or something. Aaron and Peter, they head out to go to this other town. Daikon, he goes to the highest to find out what these blue cards are about. And then the highest tells him tells him what they're for. Lacey's a deserter. They're going to breed the seed, bastard, child, all that. So then, he tells Daikon, like I told Peter, if Aaron doesn't comply, put a bullet in his head, leave him in a ditch. And the highest also tells Daikon, I need to give Malcolm access to a computer so he could get some files, basically the files they got on them. So Daikon all like, let me make you feel better. And the highest is like, no, I want Ruth. Daikon's mad. He leaves the trailer. He tells River to go fetch Ruth for the highest. And then he tells River to go tell all the blue men, or to all the dudes, I said to all the blue men, to tell all the dudes with the blue cards to do whatever Elder Mother says. And I'm just like, do you want River to talk to the men or not? Because remember that episode where he was talking to Manny and George and them, and Manny, they was trying to get him to walk away, and Daikon was like, stop talking to my men. Now you sending them to go tell the men to do whatever. It's just like, what? So they getting Lacey prepared for this monstrosity of a situation. shall I say. Lacey's asking all types of questions. The elder mother slaps her. Lacey and elder mother, they strap her to like some I guess it's like a table. They strap her legs up in the air. I'm just like, man, when they did that, I was like, okay, I know they're gonna show it now. Anybody want to see that shit in Tyler Perry form? So River, he goes to tell Ruth the highest wants to see you. And then he asks her, like, have you ever gotten high with the highest? And Ruth is like, no, but I can talk him into it. River's like, okay, you got till 3 a.m. You know that. So Lacey, she's sprawled out, legs open, up in the air. The men arrive. Elder mother has them all stripped down. Tells them, like, you will see her. The men start. I'm just like, I don't want to see this shit. Lacey screaming. It's just so. While Zane holding her hand. It's just so sad. It's just like, that's crazy. Ruth, she goes to the highest trailer. The highest immediately is like, I want to do the magic. Just get high, basically. So Ruth's like, oh, you don't need that. I can make you feel good. Yeah, so she told him that, like, yeah, you don't need that. I can make you feel good. They start having sex. So then we get this final scene. Desiree and Cal. Damn, smoothie getting all over my lips. It's still on my lips. There we go. So Desiree and Cal get back to the station. And Andrew's there, handcuffed. And he's trying to keep on the FBI persona. He's like, I'm a good guy. Mac can verify. And Desiree's like, well, you haven't made contact. Andrew's like, there's no reception up there. He's like, he hasn't been converted. He says he hasn't been converted. So Desiree's like, well, Mac doesn't seem to think so. So Andrew's like, man, if y'all don't get me back to the compound, a lot of people are going to die. And Desiree's like, well, why is that? Andrew's like, because the highest is crazy. And then Desiree's like, well, where were you headed when you attacked the deputy? So Andrew says he was going to get meds for the highest. So Desiree's like, well, we saw that on camera, but we didn't see your car. Andrew says he had a flat. So then Desiree and Cal start saying, you were good. Like, you did good burning those bodies, covering all that evidence. Hiding all that evidence, whatever she said. They say to him. They like, you covered all your tracks. And then they was like, but you forgot one thing. And then they was like, Brian had cameras in his house. And they had him all on tape, burning the shit down and all that. They had them on footage setting the fire. And it was like, explain this. And Andrew was just stuck. And that was the end. And it was just like, he was just stuck. Like I said, C minus, because they really thought that a cliffhanger was the FBI coming to the compound. We already knew they wasn't gonna be busting in that bitch. It'd have been crazy to see though, because the kids wasn't there, so it was just like, I'm not gonna do predictions for episodes to come because I gotta review 2 more episodes. But yeah, I would grade this episode a C minus for sure. So y'all leave y'all grades in the comments. We're about to transition to episode 12. Let me write a timestamp on here. What is this? I'm gonna do 1950. Alright. I'm gonna do 1950. So now, I'm about to review Tyler Perry's Ruthless, Season 4, Episode 12. This is Episode 12. They dropped 3 episodes on us. And I'm not gonna lie, I was not feeling it because I wanted to just have to do one. And then I'm like, I gotta sit here and do three so I won't have to be backed up. Because I'm just like, I don't like to procrastinate. So I'm just like, I'm gonna get them all out the way. But yeah, if you haven't seen episode 12 of season 4 of Tyler Perry's Ruthless, then you should not be watching this right now. Because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. I may fumble my words. You're gonna hear so, like. And anything I say, it don't reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. Leave your comments on episode 12. What you thought of episode 12. What you would grade it. If I forget anything, was off on anything, let me know in the comments. I would grade episode 12. I would probably grade episode 12 a little. I would probably give it a C plus. I gave 11 C minus C plus because I like how Aaron did that. Oh no, this ain't even the episode. Then I don't know. What would I grade this episode? This episode was more so conversation. I don't know. I'll probably have to give this a D plus. I'm gonna give it a D plus for now. I might change my mind at the end of this review. I mean, at the end of this episode review. At the end of episode 12 review, I'll probably change it. We'll see. I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, Tyler Perry's Ruthless season 4, episode 12. We're about to talk about it. So it reconvenes from episode 11. You should have seen episode 11 if you've seen episode 12. So Andrew, he's speechless. He saw this video. They got this video of him setting the fire in Brian and his wife's place. I can't remember his wife's name. The one that was drug addict. So he don't got nothing to say. Desiree's like, we want to help you if you tell us everything. Andrew's like, fuck you. You are the evil government. So now we like, okay, so he's definitely converted. And he got fucked, so it's like by the highest. So it's like we know. So he asked for a lawyer. Andrew asked for a lawyer. And he then he starts saying, I know Desiree, I know you fucking Malcolm. He says, you sleep with all your subordinates. And Cal over there looking pissed. Andrew's like, he probably sleeping with you. She probably sleeping with you. I was just like, okay, that came from left field. So they take Andrew away. They lock his ass up. So Desiree's like, Cal, you don't really believe him, do you? You don't believe that bullshit, do you? Cal's like, I need some air. So Peter and Aaron, they pull over to make this phone call to Aaron's parents. So he calls them and, he tells them, for long story short, he basically tells them, like, I'm fine. You don't need to worry. Of course, they asking endless questions. Can I at least FaceTime you? He's like, no. So when he ends the call, Peter turns around to do something. I don't know. Because I feel like he was so far from the driver's car door. I was like, why was he turning? But Aaron gets to jump on him. Hits him over the head with a stick, pipe. I don't know what it was. Knocks his ass out, takes the truck. And I was like, okay, Aaron. I like Aaron, though. This nigga that got a little far a couple of times. Well, not got a little far, but it was something else he did. Did he get away or something? I can't remember. He got away or something. I don't remember. So, the goddamn gang rape continues. Elder Mother just sitting there encouraging all the dudes, hey, do it harder, all that other stuff. So afterwards, after they getting Lacey together or whatever, they asked Lacey, like, when was your last period? So they asked Lacey when was her last period. Yeah, they asked her when was her last period, and she says 3 weeks ago. She says 3 weeks ago. Elder mother's like, oh, it's great, it's perfect timing. Like, we're gonna do it again tomorrow. Jane's like, oh, well, maybe we should give her the rest because it was 17 men. I think it worked. I was like, man. So Elder Mother's like, okay, Zane, time to go to bed. Tells Lacey, you stay in here and bake your bastard. So in the highest trailer, the highest tells Ruth that he loves her. I was like, oh shit. And then he says right in this moment, when he said he loved her, my immediate thought was like, oh, that's some dangerous shit now. You're in some dangerous shit now, Ruth. You in danger, girl. I mean, you been in danger, but you really in danger now. This nigga love you. But right after he says that, he's like, it's dangerous for me to love people because I kill everyone I love. So the highest he get to, Daikon is so beautiful. And he asks Ruth if she likes him. And Ruth is like, my body's only for you. Then she tells him that Elder Mother had her take a pregnancy test. And it was positive. She said this child will be special because it's directly from your seed and not through the man's seed. She was like, it'd be your first pure child. And she's like, for speaking of the children, where are the children? And the highest is like, away. And Ruth was like, oh, well, where are they? When are they coming back? And the highest is like, curiosity is not a good look on you. And then he starts giving her head, she fake liking it. So then River and Joan, they feeling away about Ruth. They talking about Ruth. Ruth's like, they talking about Ruth and how long she been in the trailer with the highest. So Joan's like, we should just forget the plan for tonight, because Ruth not gonna make no moves until her daughter, she can get her daughter, and you can't get the money if the highest isn't high. Then she mentions that she overheard them saying that they was taking Aaron to another town to call his parents, and that they should just wait till tomorrow, since the highest is going to 4 more banks, and that's his final run. You gotta go to 4 more banks tomorrow, then he'll have all of it. I'm assuming. I think it's 4.5 million, because I think he got 1.5 already at the trailer, and then I think he's going for another 3 tomorrow. So River's like, oh, I don't think the highest is gonna leave now, because he's gonna be so convinced now he's gonna think the FBI gonna come back. So Joan's like, well, not if Aaron convinces his parents that he's okay. So River's like, who is Aaron's parents? So Joan, she tells River Aaron's father is a senator, and she knew, but she didn't want to upset anyone. You better be lucky he ain't bomb your ass out. So River's like, oh, first Lilo, now Aaron, and then Lilo's like, Joan's like, Lilo's a fucking liar. He's not a senator's son. He only said that to intimidate the highest. And she's like, I knew that too, but didn't say anything. It's just like, what? Joan be so, she always popping up with what is that about? But then got to see, but not saying nothing about it. Like, what? So Daikon, he approaches George and Lewis, asks them, the compound good? They say yes. He tells them if Andrew returns or if anything happens to wake me up, let me know. Then he walks away. So Lewis gets I don't trust Andrew. And I'm just like, damn, George don't trust Manny. You don't trust Andrew. Who the hell do y'all trust? Who on y'all team? Besides y'all two niggas. So now George done had to change her heart. He suggested they tell Manny their plan and see where he stands. He said we're not gonna tell him everything though. And Lewis, he down anyway because he already didn't care if Manny was in on it or not. So the highest he goes to, not goes. He's still in the trailer with Ruth. He tells her to go tell the other mother to have him prepare a meal for him. So Ruth's like, okay, well, and she asks him, do you know that she puts stuff in our food? And the highest is like, I know that. So then Ruth's like, do you know that she puts stuff in your food as well? And the highest like, oh no, she doesn't. She puts healing herbs in my food. Like she would never do that. She was my nurse in prison, and she left her life to come join the Raku she believes. So he ain't trying to hear shit about that with Elder Mother. Tells Rufus again, go fetch my food, woman. Aaron abandons the cars because it starts to overheat, smoking up. So now he's about to be hitching. So River, he catches up with Ruth after she leave the highest trailer. And he like, is the highest high? Did you get him high? Did it work? Ruth's like, he didn't want it. Lying. And I was like, oh, I guess she lying because, like Joan said, she's not going to make a move until she get her daughter. So she says in this moment, like, she says in this moment, my daughter isn't back yet. So River's like, he yells like, you didn't even try. You didn't even try. He's like, you're not going to make us stuck up here. You're not going to make us be stuck here because of your daughter. And then Ruth, she tries to turn the tables like, I don't trust you because you all of a sudden got this nigga, this nigga that's supposed to be helping us to help get us out. And I was like, she got a point because where this nigga come from and how all of a sudden you got this nigga, this soldier nigga that's going to help you get out of here. That was random. It came out of nowhere. So River's like, oh, I'll handle things myself. Starts walking to the highest trailer. Ruth warns River, like, don't go. He don't listen. So Ruth, she goes get the elder mother. Says he wants a meal. They go back and forth about who gonna bring him the meal. You know they have a whole back and forth like they do. I ain't write all that. So Daikon, he goes back to the highest. He ensures him all is well in the compound. He says, but Peter and Aaron haven't made it back yet. And then the highest tells Daikon, let Joan know we'll be going to the bank tomorrow. He's like, we're going to get everything out. And then he asks, like, where's Andrew? So Daikon's like, oh, he's not back yet, but I trust Andrew. He said, I trust Andrew. So the highest is like, I'm waiting on my food. I told Ruth to have Elder Mother make me something to eat. Daikon's like, oh, I'll go fetch it for you. Because he a lapdog. The highest tells Daikon to tell Ruth that he gonna see her in the morning. So Daikon's like, does that mean I can stay with you tonight? He's like, I can do it better than Ruth. So Highest is like, oh no, I don't think so. Serving the shit out his ass. Swerving the shit out. What's the word? God damn it, I can't. It's not shading. It's curving the shit out his ass. Curving the shit out his ass. So then the Highest, he's like, I don't think that I want you to treat Ruth with disrespect anymore. He's like, I want you to treat her with the utmost respect. She's carrying my untethered child. He's like, I know it's going to be a boy. He's like, I want you to protect Ruth with your life. This, that, and the third. So I'm just like, so Ruth, she watching the elder mother cook. She's saying to her, she want to know what she putting in her food. She's like, I want to know what you putting in this food. So she tells her to wait outside. She tells her to wait outside, and she's like, no. So Daikon comes in. He's like, what's with the hold up? What's with the hold up on the Highest food? And Elder Mother's like, oh, she trying to watch me. She trying to see what I put in it. And Daikon, he tells her, like, tells Ruth, go to the trailer, go to the trailer. You're not about to see what she puts in the food. Because, mind you, he tells her later that he already knew that she be putting stuff in his food to change his mood and things like that. So she's not trying to, so they both not trying to let Ruth see. So Ruth's like, oh, well, he asked me to bring him his food. Daikon's like, well, now he wants me to bring it. You go to your trailer. So Ruth, she complies, and then she leaves. And then Daikon goes out there to catch up with her. He's like, what's wrong with you? So then Ruth's, that's when he brings up Elder Mother was putting stuff in his food to change his mood, make him happy, sad. Daikon's like, I know that, but he can't know. And Ruth's like, why? He's like, cause he gonna take his meds. Cause when he don't take his meds, he loses it basically. So then we get River. He approaches the Highest trailer and he tells Manny the Highest told him that he wanted to see him, lying like shit. So River's like, he tells the Highest, like, River, did you ask for River? And Highest like, you can let him in. And River comes in wild as shit, like, tonight seems like the type of night for a magic trip. So the Highest was like, oh, no, I shouldn't. Ruth suggested that I shouldn't do it. So River's like, oh, you know, she's a woman. What does she know? So the Highest is like, well, she's my bride-to-be. And he keeps telling everybody in this episode, like, she's the only one carrying my pure child. So River's like, is there anything I can do for you? For you tonight? You know, he's just trying to find any excuse to stay so he can get that money up out of there. And the Highest is like, no, River, you go get some rest, River. So, as River's leaving the Highest trailer, Daikon comes back up. He's like, why were you in there? And River's like, well, he asked to see me. And Manny backs him up like he asked to see him. River literally just walked over there and was like, he asked to see me, just made it up. And the Highest just felt like seeing him. If the Highest wouldn't have felt like seeing him, he wouldn't have seen him. So Daikon's like, oh, lies. Manny, he backs River up. River, he walks away. Daikon tells Manny, like, don't ever let that happen again. Don't let him go in there. And I was like, although River was lying, like, you can't stop him from going in there if the Highest want him. So in the women's trailer, Elder Mother has Zane chain Lacey to her bed. And she gives Zane the keys. She says, make sure that Lacey stays chained. Then she leaves. Lacey's like she gonna kill all the men that raped her. Laura wakes up and she asks Lacey like why did she do what she did, like dessert. And then she says something about she can't stop puking. She can't sleep because she can't stop puking. So Lacey, she asked Laura like, did you join? Did you join the Rockadoochie? And Laura's like, well, not really. So Zane tells Lacey about Laura and her husband. So Lacey tells her like not to join. She asks like, have you had the colorful powder? Did the highest give you that? And Laura's like, yes. And then Lacey tells her about Elder Mother putting stuff in the food. And she tells her that's why you puking. She says leaving your system. She tells her like, I suggest you don't drink or eat anything else that they give you. Then she tells Laura about just being gang raped. Laura, she starts freaking out like, I got to get up out of here. I got to get my husband. Da, da, da. Lacey tells her like, you got to play the game if you want to get up out of here. She tells her like, it might seem bad now, but it'll get better. And I'm just like, I can't believe she giving encouraging words after what just happened to her. So Joan, she sneaks up on River while he out waiting for Peter. And River tells Joan that Ruth made sure that the highest didn't get high. He says he couldn't get the money. So Joan's like, well, where's your mystery man? And River's like, he's coming. I promise he's coming. He tells Joan that since they don't have the money, he's going to tell Peter to change the plans. Because I don't think because when we see in the next episode, I don't think Peter knows about the money. I think he just thinks that River just want to get out of there with him. Which might be true, but River want the money too. So Joan, of course, I don't believe you, and leaves. Then we get the last scene. Aaron, he's hitchhiking, and he comes across a car. And I already knew it was going to be somebody that's going to, in a way, get him back to the damn compound. I knew that was going to happen. I already knew that was going to happen. That's why I said I would give this one dang, what did I grade this one? I can't even remember. I think I gave it a C+. But that was before I realized that this wasn't what's the episode? Yeah, this was the episode that Aaron got to jump on the car on the dude. So yes, I think that's why I gave it a C+. Still not a B because it's like stuff that it's like expected stuff, like stuff I already expected. So I would probably just keep it at a C+. This episode, C+, yeah. That's me being gracious, I guess. It's a passing grade. I'm not going to do predictions, but like and subscribe. I'm not going to do predictions because I'm about to get right into the next episode in a minute. But like and subscribe. I'm going to say it again. I don't only review Ruthless. I review other shows as well. Check out my channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post. About to get into this final episode 13 because they dropped 3 episodes on us. And I'm about to write the timestamp for that one. We're going to do... I'm going to have to write that in the I'm going to have to write that later, but either way, I'm going to put the timestamps in the comments anyway. But you shouldn't need timestamps. You should have seen all 3 of the episodes that they dropped. But now we're about to talk about Tyler Perry's Ruthless Season 4, Episode 13. So this was the 3rd episode that they dropped. So they dropped 3 episodes today. Well, I'm reviewing them today that they dropped, but I'm going to be posting these tomorrow, which will be Friday. Give people a chance to watch all 3. But anyway, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post. Anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. And I may fumble my words. It is what it is. I am only human. But anyway, okay. It's about to be a spoiler alert. Tyler Perry's Ruthless, Season 4, Episode 13. Let's get into this last episode that they dropped until the next one on next Thursday. Oh, yeah, grades. Leave in the comments what you thought of this episode 13, what you would grade it. If I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, let me know. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I feel like this episode kind of got a little more active. I would put it between a B- and a C+. I'm going to leave it in the middle there. I can't remember per se because I'm high, but that's why I got my notes. As I go through the notes, maybe I will change my review at the end, but we shall see. So about to get into this final one, episode 13. So, it convenes from the end of episode 12. That car that stopped for Aaron turned out to be, and I already knew it was going to be somebody that was not going to be able to help him. I already knew. Because he was like, turn the lights off. I just knew it was going to be somebody. I didn't know who it was going to be, but I knew it was going to be somebody that was going to inadvertently get him back at that compound. So the car that stops for Aaron, it ends up being the deputy Kate, the one that Andrew got the jump on, that's under the sheriff. And I'm like, how ironic that it's her when he's supposed to be in another town. Why is it her? So she recognizes him. But the one thing about her, she's not in on the whole scheme or whatever. But that don't make it good. As soon as I saw her, I was like, oh, this dumb bitch gonna call the sheriff. Because we found out in this episode that the sheriff has a rapport with the neighborhood. He's supposed to be so upstanding or whatever, and everybody's supposed to love him or whatever. So she's one of those people. So as soon as I saw her, I was like, oh, he in trouble too. He's still in trouble. I was like, her intentions are good, but she don't know that the people is dirty. So she immediately recognizes him as, you the guy that the FBI's been looking for. Kate tries to page the sheriff. He don't answer. A car approaches and Aaron's super scary, thinking it's somebody coming to get him from the compound, but it's not. So Kate then calls the sheriff on his cell phone, tells him, oh, I found the guy they've been looking for. His name is Aaron. Aaron gets on the phone with sheriff and tells him about the chained up FBI agents and that his wife was drugged. So then the sheriff tells Kate, sheriff tells Aaron put Kate back on the phone. And he tells Kate to drive somewhere 30 minutes away. Of course he does. Says he gonna call the FBI personally, tell them to go pick him up. She was like, I could just go back to the station. I was like, they gotta be fucking kidding me. Senator's son, but you talking about a 30-minute away location, unknown location, with some sheriffs and deputies instead of being at the station with the FBI. So Peter, he gets back. He meets up with River. He tells him that Aaron got away. He's like, we gotta leave now because I know Aaron's going to the police. So River's like, I can't go. He tells him, like, how about you go catch Aaron and then come back and get me? So Peter's like, no, what do you mean? You don't love me? Like, you were playing me the whole time. Then he hits him, knocks him down, and runs off. And then Joan runs over and like, I knew it. And she tells him, like, I heard him say that Aaron got the drop on him. She's like, now we have to move in the morning. She's like, I'm going to tell Ruth. I think River says it in this moment, but I was thinking the same thing. I was like, why? She don't care as long as her daughter not there. So at the sheriff's office, the cow, he's still feeling some type of way about what Andrew said about Desiree sleeping with her subordinates. So Desiree's like, I'm telling you, I never slept with Malcolm. She says, I even looked him up and found out that he's also missing. So they like, oh, you think he's up there at the compound? Desiree's like, only one way to find out. They always saying that like they about to be like we, oh, snap, okay, they about to go up there again. Again. Something should have happened the first damn time. So Cal's like, well, we're going to need an army if we go back up there. So Desiree says that she has some agents watching the compound. They should know more in the morning. Hopefully they find out there ain't no kids in that junk. So George and Lucas, George and Lewis, they catch Peter trying to leave. And then they tell him that they lost Aaron. They tell him. They catch Peter trying to leave. He tells them that he lost Aaron. And they going to kill him, so they might as well shoot him. They're like, oh, we're not going to shoot you. We want to help you. So they tell him that the truck that Aaron's got to jump on him from, it had a tracker in it. They tell him to grab one of the four-wheelers and go find him. And Peter's like, what if he's at the police station? And they tell him about the sheriff being on their team. And Peter's like, oh, okay. And runs off. George and Lewis are like, we got a getaway car now. Lewis dangling the keys. Joan goes to Ruth and it's like River's plan didn't work. And Ruth's like, oh, I knew it wouldn't. Of course it wouldn't, because part of the plan relied on the highest getting high enough for y'all to steal the money. And you ruined that by telling him he needed to get high. So what are you rolling your, I knew it wouldn't work? Of course, because you was part of it not working. So then she tells Ruth that River's lover lost Aaron. Says like he most likely went straight to the police. And then points out that Aaron was in another town, so he might not have went to the sheriff's. Because, Ruth was like, well, we got the sheriff in our pocket. So Ruth asks, has the kids come back yet? Joan says she hadn't heard anything. She tells her, I'm so sorry about your daughter. I don't be able to tell. I can't tell sometimes if Joan is being sincere. I was just like, what? She'll talk all that shit and in the same sense try to be compassionate. So Elder Mother comes in the woman's trailer to wake all the women up, tell them to head to the kitchen to cook. Elder Mother looking at Laura's eyes. She's like, your eyes look hazy. Tells her, come with me so I can give you something. And I'm just like, bitch, you better listen to Lacey. She just told your ass don't take nothing else from them. I don't know how you're supposed to not accept it, but find a way. So then she tells Zane to take Lacey to get washed up. So Elder Mother and Laura, they leave out, and Lacey and Zane, they have this moment, like ensuring each other we're going to make it out of this place. So Elder Mother, she comes to bathe the highest, and the highest doesn't want her to do it. It's like, I want Ruth to bathe me from now on. It's like she's carrying the only pure child of the highest. Like, you took that pregnancy test, right? And Elder Mother's like, yes, I did. Mad as shit. And then he tells her, like, I want you to treat her as good as you treat me. Like a queen. And then he tells her to go get Ruth. And I was like, I know she's steaming inside. So it's a guard where Andrew's locked up at, and he's talking to Andrew saying, you don't even remember me. You trained me. He's like, you was the best then. And he tries to ask him, like, what made you go with the cult? And Andrew's like, I'm not with that shit. I'm not with that shit for real. He tells dude, Andrew tells dude, I don't want to talk to, I don't want to talk to you. So the agent get, I know your wife was sleeping with Malcolm. So Andrew, he started laughing. And then the Adrian, he's spilling, he dropping shit. He's like, oh, yeah, Malcolm missing too. And his phone pinged off the same cell tower as that senator's son. So Andrew, he don't say nothing. Then the dude, he says the FBI going up there tomorrow with a lot more firepower. And he tells Andrew, like, it's going to look bad for you if Malcolm is actually up at that compound and you ain't saying anything. But I feel like at this point, Andrew don't care. He already fully converted. So he really just thinking about how he going to get up out of there and back to the compound. Then he got to get back to the compound, kiss ass there. And was like, what did you say to them? We about to hit the shit out of that if he make it out of this damn police station. So, yeah, he tells Andrew the FBI going up there with more firepower tomorrow. Andrew's like, oh, y'all going to be getting a lot of innocent people killed. The agent's like, well, help us. And then he brings up, I know about the ritual, getting fucked by the highest. He tells us, like, I saw the pictures. Andrew was like, those are fabricated. And dude was like, we had them checked, dude. We had them checked. It was you, buddy. You took it. So when angry and jealous, Elder Mother goes to Ruth. Tells her, the highest wants you to come bathe him from now on. And then she walks away and the river comes over. He's like, yeah, the highest told me that you told him you not to get high. So Ruth's like, not without my daughter. So River's like, oh, you need to find out where them kids is before the FBI end up coming back and they seize all the money. So the sheriff calls Daikon, tells him that Aaron got away and that the feds got Andrew. He tells Daikon that Andrew isn't talking, though. So Daikon's like, oh, I gotta tell the highest, because if he find out that I knew and I ain't tell him, it's gonna be hell to pay. So Sheriff's like, well, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. If I hear a whiff of my name, I'm taking all y'all down with me. Dakon's like, well, we can burn you back. And the Sheriff's like, I got a stellar reputation. He's like, yeah, because Kate was buying that shit hook and sinker. I don't know if I said that right. So Lacey and Zane, they're waiting in line to bathe in the bathhouse. Lacey notices that Manny and George are like staring at her. She's like, I know one of them raped me. So Zane's like, well, it couldn't have been Manny because his dick is all cut up. And she tells Lacey about the whole device. And Lacey was like, you ain't give it to me? And Zane was like, no, it wouldn't have worked that way. She said, he never touched me again after that. And she tells her, like, but he did kill Belinda. Stabbed her in the head. So Lewis, he approaches Manny and George tells Lewis, like, he filled Manny in and Manny's with them now. So then Daikon, he goes to the highest. He tells him Aaron got away, but the sheriff is handling it. He came across the sheriff's handling it. Then he tells the highest that the highest was like, did he have his phone? Now I saw the dude Peter drop something. It looked like a phone. So I'm assuming that was the phone that Aaron was using. I don't know. Or was that his own personal burner phone? Because I feel like if Aaron had a phone, he would have been trying to make calls while he was out there. So Aaron's like, well, you need to tell the sheriff to make sure that he don't make no calls. So Daikon then tells the highest that Andrew got caught by the feds. Dang, where am I? So Highest is like, I want to talk to that fat fuck, talking about the sheriff. And Daikon's like, he can't come here right now. He got an FBI detail. He's like, I've been talking to him through a burner phone. With the Highest like, well, I want to talk to him. So Daikon's like, oh, that's not wise right now because he's talking about burning us. So the Highest like, well, we need to get to this bank. He's like, but I feel like their plan, the Fed's plan, is to come in here and bust in here when I leave and go to the bank. So Daikon, he basically suggests like another route out, and the Highest like, I'll consider it, but I don't like it. With the nigga off belly with the banana, I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit, man. So Lewis approaches Ruth, and this is when they talk about the whole little plan. And I'm like, when is this gonna happen? Is this gonna happen next week? We're gonna see. But Ruthless don't move as slow as a couple of his other shows, like Sisters. So Lewis, he approaches Ruth, and he says, Aaron got away. And Ruth already knew. He's like, we need to get out of here today. So Ruth's like, yeah, I know, but my daughter isn't here. And I'm just like, everybody gonna end up leaving Ruth. I'm sorry. I mean, but I understand from both standpoints. Like, it's not their kid. They don't know Ruth like that just from in this compound. So if it's my freedom or somebody random kid, I'm gonna take my freedom, you know. But I also understand where Ruth's coming from. She a mother. She not gonna leave her child behind, of course. So I understand both standpoints. But it's just like, dang, it's a toughie. It's a tough one. So remember, the guys, they think that it's only $300K in that trailer, but it's $1.5 million, and only Ruth, River, and Joan, and the Highest and Daikon know that. So she's like, "Oh, you think if I get you the $300K, you'll come back for me and my daughter?" And Lewis is like, "Yes." Lying like shit. You ain't coming back. He gonna never look back at this bitch. So Ruth tells Lewis, like, you're going to have to gather up some more men because it's going to have to happen today when the Highest get back from the bank. She lies and says he going to come back with another $400K, but he really coming back with another $3 million. So she's like, be ready when he calls for a prophecy. Have your men ready. She's like, Bridget going to hold a gun to my head, the whole shebang-a-bang. So Lewis is like, okay, but you got to have the money. So Ruth is like, well, did you see this laundry bag? He said, you see this laundry bag? She says, I'm going to the Highest trailer now to wash him, to bathe him. And when I come back out, I had the money. And I'm just like, this bitch really about to risk it all on this nigga word saying he going to come back. She about to risk her life and she not even leaving. That's crazy. So then we get the final scene. Mac pulls up on Kate and Aaron. Shoots Kate in the back of the head. Handcuffs Aaron, throws him in the trunk. And I was just like, when I first saw Kate, I knew it was not savior time. Her intentions are good, but she just don't know. So it's just like I said, it's kind of teeter-totter between that B- C+ scale. Now I can do predictions, thoughts for episodes to come. Yeah, let's see what this plan going to entail. Like, it's not going to go the way any of them think it's going to go. There's so many moving spaces, and then it's like, what is going to happen with Lacey and Zane when this plan happens? Are they even still including Lacey and Zane, Joan, River and Ruth, because it seems like it's just them three at this point now. Every man for themselves, basically. And now they talking about the FBI coming back again tomorrow, so we're going to see what's going to happen with that. And if the kid's going to come back tonight or whatever. Like I said, I don't know how slow Ruthless moves. Does it move like Sisters? I don't know. Or the Oval, I don't know. Anything else I can think of? Nothing I can think of right now. If you could think of something, let me know in the comments. Comment below. Let me know what you thought of the episode, what you would grade the episode. If I forgot anything, if I was off anything, I'm pretty sure I probably was. But let me know in the comments. I'm learning. I'm still learning. I'm growing. I'm trying to get my engagement up. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Support your girl. Get my engagement up. Get my views up. All that good stuff. Get the likes up. And I will see y'all in the next review. Peace.